Greetings, dear viewer. Welcome back. Today we will be continuing to explore the sounds around us and our observation of those, our reactions to those, observing our reactions to those phenomena. I'd like to try something a little bit different. You're welcome to participate. We're going to welcome in the sounds around us. And rather than setting ourselves up in a place to have minimal sounds around us, we're going to welcome the world in. I've left the window open to my room. I've left the door open. My roommate isn't home, but maybe I'll hear other noises in the apartment or from other apartments in the building. I've left my phone not on airplane mode, and my computer, I've left notifications on, so we may find ourselves interrupted. But let's not see it as an interruption. Let's see those as occurrences that are happening. I welcome you to do the same. If you live in a place where you feel the air is healthy for you, where the climate is comfortable for you to have the window open, if you're in a place with a window that opens, I invite you to consider doing that. Maybe leaving your phone on active mode. We won't be checking our messages when they come in. Just being aware that they're there and observing deeply observing how we observe, how we feel, how we perceive those sounds, and I don't know if reflecting is the right word, observing our reactions as well. So there's the phenomena, and then there's our reaction. We're going to sit back from both of them and explore them. When I start this session today, in a minute or so, I'll ring the bell 3 times. I'll also ring the bell 3 times to signify the end of the session. I will ring the bell some random times in the middle of the session, but those will only be once. You'll know that we're not done yet. And when that happens, again, the invitation is to, without judgment, without the need to find meaning, merely observing the sound, how we perceive the sound on a physical level, and how we perceive the sound on a unconscious and conscious level, what emotions may come up for us. With all of that said, let us get started by finding ourselves in our bodies. If you need to take a minute to open your windows or make your sounds available, I trust that you have practiced enough with me and with yourself to find your own comfortable posture, and join us when you're ready. Just bringing our awareness for the moment into our sensation of the parts of our body that are connecting us to the earth. This is typically the lower half of the body, but you may be sitting in a chair, maybe your forearms on the armrests of your chair, or your back, against the back of the chair if that support is needed. Finding stability here, making any last minute adjusts that you need to be ready to remain in stillness for a few minutes, setting yourself up for success. The hands or the forearms, sitting in the lap or the chair. Finding connection there. Perhaps if you're doing a mudra, feeling into the connection between the fingers that are touching. Feeling the touching of your clothes on your body, the air on your skin. Finding a tall spine growing out of your pelvis. Acknowledging the connection of those parts of the body. Finding there too stability, equanimity, tallness, support. Let the shoulders be comfortable and open, allowing the sternum, the chest where it meets the neck, to be open, perhaps to shine upward slightly. Finding ease and space in the throat and the back of the neck, perhaps tipping the head forward slightly, which for me, at least, I find a certain opening in the airway that way. With the muscles of the jaw and the teeth clenching all relaxed for now. Explore that feeling. Explore for the moment, disengaging the muscles of the face, the jaw, the eyes. Letting the eyes relax and be closed if that's comfortable for you. And as we take 3 deep breaths together and in our own time, being aware of the feeling of the chest opening in all directions and then compressing back down towards the spine. Being aware too of the sounds of breathing in our skull or in our noses, in our bodies. Being aware of our perception of a connection between those two things. Now, just sitting with our breath, in some part of the body, the usual suspect, maybe a spot that you prefer, or there may be a spot that's calling to you today. The throat, the nose, the chest, the skin. The shoulders. And as you tune your awareness to that area, welcoming into that space the sounds around you as well. The sounds of breath, the sound of my voice, sounds in your body, sounds in the space around you, sounds coming from outside. Just opening to them. Welcoming them, and welcoming your awareness of them into this moment. watching what is coming up for you. Just as thoughts at times may feel like random intrusions into our awareness of sensations in the body, whether they be deemed to be of interior causation or exterior. So too the sounds around us, within ourselves. Just let them be and reside in your observation of them. Your observation as well of the reactions that may come up to them in response to them. Feelings or thoughts. Just observing. Making space for the observation of any phenomena that comes up for you, whether in the body or the mind, inside of you or outside of you. Any mode of sensation, but especially that of sounds. Relinquishing for this time the need to identify the sounds. Accepting the proposition that the occurrence of a sound does not need to be mirrored by the identification of that sound, thought about that sound, feeling about that sound, story about that sound. Letting that sound for us be raw information taken in. And it just be absorbed. Allowing for the possibility that all sounds are together in a group, in some ways one and the same, on the level of our perception. that silence is not necessarily really silence. There's so much going on in the moments of silence. In moments of great sound, great audio stimulation, there is also silence present there too. Sounds and the absence of sounds. Are all part of the same landscape. I'm not rejecting any of them or greeting any with, feeling the need to greet any with fondness, merely observing them all in their absence, really inquiring deeply into the sensation of the perception of sound. It may be that a sound in your space reminds you of something. A memory, an experience, pleasant or painful. It may remind you of something you have to do later. It may take you out of the space of observation. And when that happens, when you realize that your attention has moved away from the observation of sounds, you're already back in the space of observation, because that was an observation as well. Just allowing your awareness to trickle back to the rich and vivid picture that is being painted for us every moment by the world around us and within ourselves, creating what we perceive as sound. Letting all of those sounds remind you that you're observing them in the here and now. just residing in sound. Both a narrow sense of the being aware of sounds as they come up, but also the wider experience of sounds. Bathing in the awareness. Sounds are constantly happening. You may perceive that we are the cause of the sound, or that the sound may be something happening to us. Without holding on to that dynamic, merely being aware of our perceptions of it if they come up. Just welcoming in whatever we may be hearing or feeling or thinking right now. Allowing your normal conscious state that you think serves you in your interactions with the world around you, that float back to the surface, or invite it back if it wants to come back. Bringing awareness back into the body, where you might be feeling sore and what you might be able to do about that. A stretch or a fold or a repositioning. My invitation for you as we leave this sitting is to continue to be aware of the sounds around you. Let sounds remind you to drop into the present moment with yourself. If you hear the sounds of an elevator or your phone or a car alarm or a car horn or a doorbell, a door slam. See if you can invite in at that moment a full body awareness. What else is going on for you? What else are you feeling, seeing, smelling? What else is with you in your mind and your body? Just for a moment. Just check in. Okay, friends. Thank you again for joining me. May you, everyone that you may perceive or know, find peace, feel safe, and be happy. Namaste.